G'day folks, Palaeo Paul here with another story of a trophy specimen from my collection. This is a trophy from the very first museum dig that I was involved with way back in 1986. That was the year I was supposed to be doing my honours thesis, but just up the road from where I lived, at a place called Somersby near Gosford in New South Wales, there was a quarry where they had encountered a number of fossil fish, and so they stopped operations and got the museum to come in and collect as many of the fish as they possibly could. And they needed all the volunteers they could lay their hands on. So I was there like a shot. I should have been back at home working on my thesis. But the deal was, if you encountered a fossil fish, you got to keep the top part and the museum got the bottom part. And invariably, the part that you encountered first would get destroyed in the process. That's why all I've got of this particular fish is the body and the tail, because I encountered it around the head. So the top part side of the head was actually destroyed when we discovered it. But then I got to keep the other parts of the top surface, and the rest of this specimen is in the Australian Museum. This is a species of fish called Promecosomina, and it's from a group of primitive fish called the Holosteans. And one of the ways you can pick them is that the backbone actually continues up the top part of the tail, whereas in modern fish, the teleosts, the backbone actually stops short of the tail fin. Now, over a course of about 3 months of this excavation, they managed to recover 700 fossil fish from this one quarry. 600 of them were Promecosomina, all exactly the same. And I was given the job of cleaning them all up and preserving them. And after the 558th specimen of Promecosomina, I can tell you that was getting a bit of a tedious job. But it was absolutely stunning, because when you prepare these things, one of the first things you had to do was deal with these deposits of iron that had collected in the gill region, because they would turn to pyrites and kind of explode the specimen, blow it apart, if you didn't get in there and treat it. The reason why that iron was there in the gills was that was what remained of the blood, which had collected in the gills as these creatures died from lack of oxygen in the water. And so I found it really chillingly spooky and thrilling that I was actually playing with 230 million year old blood of these fish that died in a mass kill so long ago. For more fascinating fossil videos, tune in to the Palaeo Pictures YouTube channel.